I was reading Jonah chapter 4, and it's such a wonderful passage of how God shows compassion on each other, especially to us. Jonah asks God to take his life, and just God replies, "Is it right for you to be angry right now?" And uh, us humans, when we find people like this, we either lose ourselves. We will be like, hey, this guy's out of his mind, I think we shouldn't care for him. Or some of us might feel compassion, take care of them for a while, and then we might just be like, hey, we've taken care of him for so long, but I don't see any changes. But then we read in the following passages in chapter 4 verses 5, Jonah went out and sat down at a place east of the city. There he made a shelter, sat in its shade, and waited to see what would happen to the city. Then the Lord provided a god and made it grow up over Jonah to give shade over his head and ease his discomfort. We see how gracious God is right now. With, you know, firstly, Jonah disobeyed God. He went to Tarshish instead of Nineveh. And then he's angry and he's like, God, I don't want to be alive anymore. But God still shows grace and mercy to him. God creates a plant to provide shade for him. And then at the very next day, God sends a worm to chew the god, and he also sends a scorching east wind and the sun that makes Jonah grow faint. And Jonah still wanted to die, you know? And God still says, Jonah, is it right for you to be angry about the God? And he says, it is, and I'm so angry I wish I were dead. But the Lord said, you have been concerned about this God, though you did not tend it or make it grow. It sprang up overnight and died overnight. And should I not have concern for the great city Nineveh, in which there are many people, there are more people than 120,000 who cannot tell their right hand from their left, and also many animals. Sometimes, we tend to take control of a lot of things, and we end up saying things like, I wish I were dead, or I wish these things didn't happen to me. But in this passage in chapter 10 verse 10, it says, you have been concerned about this God, though you did not tend it or make it grow. Certain things are not in our control, and certain things we did not tend or grow it, but it's God who grew it. And I feel right now, whoever is listening to this, uh, if you're concerned about all of these certain things that are out of your control, that you feel is not going the right way, and you have thoughts like, I wish I were dead, just remember that God is still providing you with grace, that he's given you a shelter over your head, he has given you a family, you have food to eat, and it's just you who's rejecting it and saying, hey, I don't want this. And I hope this makes a little bit of difference in your life. But this was such a profound chapter for me when I was reading it, and it just kept ringing in my head. So, God bless you, and keep you safe wherever you are, and whatever you're going through right now. May God provide you with an answer. May God provide you with whatever you need, with the love, with the care, the protection, and uh, the right mindset, and uh, whatever it is that you need. So, thank you, and God bless you.